It's 9 AM at Burford Golf Club, and this is our car park. And I forgive you for not knowing how busy this should normally look. Well, I can tell you, it's a lot busier than that. Guys, how you doing? Welcome back to a brand new video. It's Simon down here at Burford Golf Lab. Got down here early this morning to make some videos. Got shop work at 12 o'clock. All my lessons are cancelled today, understandably. And it's uncertainty where we might be in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it might be. But we're going to stay positive. I'm not going to give any opinion on the coronavirus itself. However, with 10 years experience working in a pro shop and being a shop assistant and working for head pros, or just golf clubs in general, I know how much this is going to hurt the industry and the business, and I just want to give you guys a bit of insight, as well as how you might be able to support your local golf club in these very tough times, even though everyone is struggling in these tough times. But I thought I'd make this video and do my bit for the business, the game, the industry that's given me so much over the last 10 years. Now, the timing of this could not be worse for the game of golf at all. Like, this is the worst time, especially the winter in the UK that we've had as well. It's the most horrendous timing, and obviously there's never a good timing for this situation to happen to anyone or anywhere. However, for the golf industry, for a lot of local pros, head pros, that have spent thousands of pounds on pre-book, spent thousands of pounds on the new equipment to club fit for, that is now sitting in their shop since February, January, and all their DDs and direct debits are coming out March, April, with potentially no one going to the golf club, no one having lessons, no one having club fits, and obviously the financial situation that we might find ourselves in couldn't be worse. And obviously we're not the only industry in this situation. For example, the amount of pubs, restaurants that ordered tons of alcohol, tons of food for St. Patrick's Day over in Ireland, and then obviously they closed all pubs and restaurants 2 days before. That's essentially the same situation that we're in at the moment. You've got an incredible amount of stock, you've done all the planning for these kind of events in the future, but then the rug gets pulled from under you. So as a golf coach myself, yes, it's going to hurt, because obviously I'm not having as many lessons, or potentially won't have as many lessons in the next 2-3 months. However, I haven't got massive outgoings. I've got myself and the time that I use to obviously give the lessons, which isn't massive in terms of overheads and expenditure. However, if you own a shop, if you are a local pro at the moment that has its own shop, I feel for you, because it's going to be an incredibly tough time. And that's why I'm making this video. And anyone that's watching this video, if you were thinking about buying some equipment this year, or spending some money on irons, or maybe getting a set of lessons, whatever it might be, all I ask is the local pro that served you for the last 15 years, get a voucher from him. Because the next 2-3 months in terms of cash flow, for an industry that has very fine margins and these incredible amount of turnover, it doesn't bode well for a lot of golf clubs, especially after the winter. As I said, if this happened November, December, you could sit on it because you're expecting not to see anyone, and you haven't got massive overheads because you haven't bought 20 sim drivers, 14 Maverick fairway woods, whatever it might be. So all I ask is that if you are in a position financially and you were setting some money aside to get golf clubs, whatever it might be, ring up your pro, buy a voucher, and then obviously he'll sort you out as and when throughout the year. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens to the golf industry throughout the course of this year, because I mean, at Burford we're lucky, we're a members club, all the subs are paid at the start of the year, therefore you've got that finance for the rest of the year, and the greenkeepers are able to still cut the greens, and you don't necessarily rely on visitors or societies or whatever that might be. However, there's a lot of golf clubs, I'd say 85% of golf clubs around the world that aren't members clubs only, that will rely on visitors, that will rely on golf breaks, will rely on tee off times, societies, weddings, etc, etc, and now that's all up in the air. So I don't know, potentially, I couldn't even say the repercussions of what this might happen to golf clubs, because the grass is still going to grow, and there's going to be some kind of level of maintenance, and the amount of cost that goes into maintaining a golf club is $500,000 upwards. Fertilizer, machinery rent, greenkeepers, equipment, And unfortunately, nature doesn't stop for anything like this, and that's why I say the golf industry is probably going to struggle as some of the worst. I'm not going to say the worst, but as some of the worst, because obviously travel companies have probably got it the worst. But that doesn't stop, and there's going to be a lot of golf clubs now that are going to have massive outgoings, but not necessarily a lot coming in. And there's definitely going to be a survival of the fittest when it comes to golf clubs at the end of this year. As for me, I'm going to try and make as many videos as I possibly can. I'm quite well aware that there might be a lot of us just sitting at home with nothing but the internet and the TV to watch soon. That might happen, that might not happen, but I'm just going to make as many videos as I can. And if I am at home, then potentially I've got some ideas of making videos at home as well. But give me some suggestions, guys. Give me any ideas that you might want to see potentially. As I say, I'm still out, I'm still working, and here in the UK we haven't got any restrictions in terms of work as such at the moment, so I'm just going to carry on as normal until that is imposed, or it might not be imposed, I don't know. Guys, thank you ever so much for watching. As always, leave this video a like, subscribe if you're new. Catch you guys later.